Yes. Welcome, as we call it, our regular city council meeting on this, the 19th day of July, 2022 at 6 p.m. for a regular scheduled meeting. All of the declarations have been met to meet the Open Meetings Act. Notice is posted front and back of both buildings, or just the one city hall building, 300. All of them.
Yeah.
400.
400,
Okay.
300.
I assume that. Anyway, we're ready to go. As we stand, Mayor Pro Tem Henry Davis is going to lead us in the opening prayer, and I'll lead us in the pledges. Henry?
Let us pray. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to come out to this meeting today, and just ask you would be with us as we make decisions for the city. Ask that you would give us clarity of thought as we do so, and ask that you would bless everyone that's gathered here tonight. Bless our going out and our coming in, and just ask that you would continue to be with us always. In your name I pray forever. Amen.
Amen. Face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, now it's time for presentation and announcements. Anyone council level here, Jay, or Cheryl, have anything you need to bring forward to the council before we start the meeting? Okay.
I'll bring something a little lighthearted, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
Your ATV that you graciously donated to the fire department a couple of years back is getting put to good use right now.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad y'all are running some fuel out of it. That's really good.
It's getting its work.
That way we know that it's working. So from time to time, at the presentation and announcements segment, I'm going to give y'all some tidbits that happened at the city at various times. Okay, we're going to go back to July on this date, 1913. Okay, y'all know. Well, I do, but I think anyone else does. Okay, this is very interesting here. The city council met, went through their regular routine stuff, and they approved $1,000 to be spent on purchasing 2 lots owned by J.E. Norwell for a hitching yard downtown. A new hitching yard. And you know what that means. They're going to tie the horses up down.
That's right.
Parking.
Downtown parking.
Downtown parking, and that's exactly what this is.
That's all of our parking lot downtown.
Yeah. It's solid.
It's just these pictures.
Solid temporarily, but anyway, I thought y'all would find that.
That's good.
And I have about 900 pages here. Ellen printed off for me, so there's stuff in here all the way up. In this batch, all the way up to 1935.
All the way.
She's got a lot of other stuff up until current, but 1935. I thought that was rather intriguing. $1,000. And apparently that was probably a lot of money.
Yeah, I think so.
13,000. Anyway. Okay, so we'll move on now. Let's move on to the consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are voted on at one strike. Anyone at the council level, city manager, city secretary, or myself can pull one of these items out and vote on it after discussion. So anyway, we'll proceed on with the consent agenda. I'm sure y'all have read that in the agenda. There's 3 items here, so.
I move we approve it.
Okay.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, please raise your right hand. All opposed, like sign. Consent agenda stands approved at this time. We'll move on down to the council business regular session. That would be item number 3. Consideration and possible action upon awarding a bid for the central fire station roof repair located at 401 West Main Street. Mr. Neil Hollins here, and Rusty's here, if you need him. So Neil, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor and Council. On July 14th, we took bids for the rehabilitation of the Central Fire Station roof. They've had some leak issues with that roof. And the purpose of this was to go in and solicit bids for a PVC membrane that would go over the existing roof system. And that's what the bids are reflected here today. The low bid on the project was Renault Roofing of Garrison. They're a very reputable contractor. Matter of fact, they had looked at this project about 10 months before this, right? Yes, Rusty. And you had evaluated some of the work that they were wanting to do on that roof as well. So we think we've got a very good bid here at $98,500. Talked with the fire chief, and he's satisfied with the contractor and the bid price. If it's your will today, we recommend that you award this project to the low bidder.
Okay.
I move we award the contract and fix fire station roof.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, please raise your right hand. All opposed, like sign.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Neil. Item number 3 stands approved at this time. Item number 4 on the agenda is consideration and possible action upon the recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission to amend the City of Henderson zoning map, changing the current zoning of a property from institutional IS to high-density single-family R3. This property is located at 200 Morningside Avenue.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The property in question is the old St. Jude's Catholic Church property on Morningside. They built a new facility and they've been trying to sell this existing piece for quite some time. They have a buyer, Mr. Andres Mata, purchased the property, and currently the property is still zoned institutional. Mr. Mata's plans are to use it all for residential purposes. He will do a minor plat, and he's going to remodel the existing parsonage if approved. And then when he does a minor plat, in time he'll begin converting the sanctuary to a residential property as well. As you know, in the past, there's had parking issues with there, and Mr. Mata does not ever have plans of having a church there again. That's why we want to recommend, or the Planning and Zoning Commission recommends that this section, this parcel, be rezoned from institutional to R3, like everything else attaches to it is. And our staff recommends it as well. I think it'd be a good use for the property.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Like sign opposed. Item number 4 stands approved. Thank you very much. Item number 5 on the agenda is consideration upon the first reading of an ordinance that would amend the zoning map for the City of Henderson, changing the current zoning of a property from institutional IS to high-density single-family R3 property. No, that's the same one. I guess I got it all.
No,
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I see. I see.
Accept the recommendation,
Yeah.
you're just doing the first reading.
Yeah, one bit. Single family, this property is located at the same address, 200 Morningside Avenue. Okay.
First reading.
Okay.
First read is first
No
read.
vote.
No comment.
All right.
Carry on.
Remove 6. Item number 6 is consideration and possible action, moving the regular scheduled council meeting from August 16th to August 23rd. August 16th.
Whenever I made the budget calendar, I didn't
realized that I didn't have 10 days in between the 9th and the 16th for that public hearing, so I needed to push it out to the 23rd, so I have my posting timeframe regulations in place.
Everything will work out that way.
Yes.
Okay. Do we hear a motion?
Yeah, make a motion.
Second.
All right, motion has been made and second. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Like, sign, opposed. Okay, item number 6 stands approved.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back up to number
4 and 5.
5, I guess,
All right,
where we had the first reading.
all right.
And my question is, does Mr. Mata understand about the first reading? What that,
The process for the ordinance, the first
Okay.
and second
Do
reading.
y'all understand exactly what's going on here?
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
explained it to them.
Okay, good. Okay, so they're familiar with what's happening. Okay.
good.
Okay, that's a good question. Here, we'll be for sure that everybody is on the same page. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right. We'll move back down then, so you still need to vote on item number 6. We
It's
can-
just a reading.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
I missed it, I didn't, I'm sorry.
All right, let's move to item number 7. That's consideration of possible action on a resolution ordering a municipal election, November the 8th, 2022.
Yes, we've got to order an election.
You got it.
It must be
But
done.
it must be done,
It must be
and it has to
done.
be on November the 8th.
The law says to do it, so let's do it. I move we have an election.
All right.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Like, sign, opposed. We will have an election on November the 8th. Thank you. Item number 8 is consideration and possible action upon entering into a joint agreement with Rusk County Elections Department to run the municipal election November the 8th, 2022.
And I beg of you, please allow us to let them run this election and not me.
Make a motion that we approve them.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Like, sign, opposed. Okay. Item number 8 stands approved at this time. Item number 9 is consideration and possible action on resolution 2022-08-02, establishing guidelines and criteria for tax abatement agreements. Sure.
The one that we actually have on file, we didn't renew, so it expired, and I just need to get one on file that is active.
How many years do these run?
2.
2? I move we approve the guidelines and criteria for tax abatements.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. All in favor, please raise your right hand. Like, sign, opposed. Item number 9 stands approved. Now the time for departmental reports. You all have copies of those reports, I think, in your packet. If not, well, some of the directors are here, managers are here. They can answer some questions if you do have a pointed question about any of these things.
So I'd like for council to acknowledge there's been a little difference in Jay under city secretary. We no longer see Civic Center Main Street tourism on municipal court. They've been moved and set up underneath the direction of the director of operations. There he is, he moved to that end this.
Okay.
So to really do so I can take some of my duties done in a timely manner. Thank you.
All right. All of the board and commissions notes are in there also. They're listed here. If you have any questions concerning those, let me know. Jay?
Mayor, just an update on the building. Everybody has moved in. Headco has joined the party across the street now finally. We drove them over, kicking and screaming, but we got them over. They just need a table. They left their table behind, but it's coming hopefully this week. over there. So I think we have everybody that's needing to move in to the building is there. So now we're down to some of the, smaller housekeeping type things from a cleanup standpoint. And then the council chambers / courtroom is in process of being built at council dies, so all the construction in there. So that will be built on site instead of in the warehouse. So if you come back in there, you'll see some more construction going on in that specific room. So we're crossing our fingers that will happen pretty quickly. Again, that'll all happen in-house. You see the materials in there as of today, and our interior staff, our own staff will be the one doing that construction of that room completely again. It'll save us a lot of money based off some of the initial quotes that we received on just buying it outright and getting it done. So that's where we are. We're still waiting on some of the glass to come in and get done. And the audio video equipment, we've got a good quote on what that looks like. And so we'll be sending them to go ahead to start ordering that. So hopefully within the next 60 or 90 days or so, we may have that complete. And we're going to try to back into very quickly kind of a grand opening date for that building, a true open house and ribbon cutting event. And as soon as we can push that date out and nail it down, we'll do that. So everybody can get it on their calendar and we can send out the proper invites for that. But that's just the update. Any questions anybody's had on it? By the way, we had a great event Saturday with our comprehensive plan group. Kim Warren came, and then we did the open house, and there was some confusion on the open house, and you say that term in a brand new building, I think that maybe it's the open house of the building. So we had a few people come in to tour the building, but we told them, no, you gotta give us your opinion on other stuff too.
While you're here.
Yeah, and we'll give you a cookie or a cheese cube later. But anyway, so we had good feedback there, face to face. So continue to push that website, HendersonTX2050.com, to everybody that you come in contact with. That's where we're going to get our input moving forward, and all the data that we need to kind of help that vision. So keep pushing that over the next 2 or 3 weeks, as quick as you can, as much as we can. That's the key to make this thing go. So we'll have a better understanding what the community wants. But we got some good stuff, good things, good feedback on the board. It was a good event. So thank you to staff for getting the building ready. And they did balloons and all kinds of stuff. If you haven't been in there, if you weren't in there to see that, you did a great job.
Kimberly Horn also told me that they got a lot of feedback on it.
Great.
So they got a lot of data that got sent in, and they're going to compile all of that with the mapping data. So probably be a pretty good comprehensive report as far as what we're going to get feedback on. So
Yeah.
It's going to be really good. Okay. Anything else on that? All right, if not, we're going to retire into executive session at, that would be 6:21 p.m. Sure. 6:21. And consult with city attorney discussing real property located at 113 East Main, 400, 402, and 404 West Main. Economic Development Agreement in accordance with Vernon, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, 072, and 087. All right.
Yeah, I guess.